So Nathan Diaz, fondly known as Nate Diaz from the 209, Nick Diaz's little brother, um, recently on the old Twitter, um, commented at Brendan Schaub, former heavyweight UFC top 10, fighter. Wasn't the best, but he was a top 10 fighter. Now turned comedian, podcaster, all that kind of stuff. Makes some very terrible takes, etc., etc. But take that out of the way. He got very emotional because his brethren from day one, Shane Carwin, is having awful physical conditions like ailments based upon his fighting career within the UFC. And he's asking, because there was a massive lawsuit in regards to fighter pay and all that. There's two actually still going, but I won't go into detail of that. But basically, he'd wrote to the court that he would like the process to be expedited so he can get his money because he's lost his job. He's basically on his face. Now, poor Brendan Schaub, that's his brethren. And he's talking about the thing and he's getting hella emotional and, you could hear it, you could see it. And I felt bad for him, man. It was, people shouldn't be in that situation, The reality of combat sports, especially like full combat and all that, is crazy, boss. When you look at the effects that happens to these people, the CTE thing, it makes you question your fandom or your watching of said sport. But park that there. My man's balling, da-da-da-da-da. Mr. Diaz then tweets say, pussy, emoji, right? So Brendan comes back with, a clapback to end all clapbacks, and he was spitting nothing but facts, saying, hey, like, I don't expect that. Like, what we doing, man? I'm not being horrible to you. I know we've had our problems in the past, all based upon you, being weird and all that kind of thing. Listen, what if your brother, your big brother, who's having some issues, which I think is the opposite way around personally, but both of them have taken massive blows to their damn head and the body, concussive blows. What if you was up there saying the same thing? Do you think I would make a comment like that? Or do you think I would support you based upon me being a fighter as well, me understanding what's going on? You've got no right to do that, this and that. Then he's like, you know what? You think you're bad? Come, pull up, and let's do this thing. I'll tell Chin and them man to leave the studio and we can do the thing one-on-one, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, if you don't want to do that, I'll meet you at your gym where we can do it. He was laying out all these scenarios, sibling. He was like, we can even do a grappling flipping thing. But one thing I'm going to tell you, Nate, is I'm going to leave unscathed, brother. And I'm going to break your damn neck. I'm going to rip your neck off.
But it's two different weight classes, isn't it? Them guys. Because what's Nate 170? What's my man?
He's probably 240 at the minimum.
Okay.
240
so the weight's minimum on his side.
Massive weight difference. But as you know, in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, weight ain't shit, man. SAS size ain't shit. So in theory, if he's a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, which is supposed to mean a lot.
Diaz.
Yeah,
but he's a shell of himself, man.
Of course.
Yeah, like slurred speech, absolute shell. But